Hello Patriots, Crazy Out 99 coming at you. We're going to talk about some bad news, I guess. It's not really new news, but there's some new news in it. Sitting here holding this really nice Serbian-made Zastava in PAP 85, which is basically a AK variant, chambered in 5.56. Pretty fun little firearm. As you can tell, it's got a short barrel on it. Shorter than most rifles anyway. I'm not sure what the length is exactly, but because of that, it's considered a pistol, and we've got a brace on it. So that's good, all is good, right? Except for the fact that today is the last day of the brace compliance grace period, 31 May. So what that means, by the end of today, you will have had to apply to SBR or register your pistol with a brace, or one of the other methods of compliance that I discussed in a previous video. I'm not going to go over it now because I want to try to keep this somewhat short. So what are you going to do? We talked about that. That's up to you. But there's some fairly late breaking. This came out a couple days ago. There are several lawsuits in the works. I think Second Amendment Foundation is suing the ATF, as well as GOA, Gun Owners of America, and FCP, Firearms Policy Coalition, FPC. Now the latter is the one I'm going to talk most about here, because the Firearms Policy Coalition, FPC, filed for an injunction with the Fifth Circuit Court in Texas. And what an injunction does, basically, if it's granted, is it basically freezes the enforcement for those parties affected. And in this case, the plaintiffs, I'm not sure who all is on that lawsuit other than GOA, but there's some people on it that are suing. But FPC. FPC is the one we're going to talk about, because the injunction was approved, and typically injunctions are only approved by a court if there's reasonable cause that it could, the law in question or whatever was in question may be overturned. And so the injunction was approved. And when it was approved, it was kind of vague on who was covered. And so FPC's lawyers went back to the judge and sought clarification, and basically the judge said FPC members will be included in the injunction. So what that means, if you're a member of the Firearms Policy Coalition, you are, regardless of all else, you are included in that injunction, and the brace rule would not be enforceable for you. Now, I've watched some YouTube videos, and there's some difference of opinion out there with lawyers how credible this might be. Is it Firearms Policy Coalition members that were members before the brace rule came out back 3 months ago, or was it 4 months ago? I'm sorry. Or can they do it now after the injunction's been? Is it up to 31 May today? What is the period? Firearms Policy Coalition has pretty much come out and said that they believe it to be all FPC members, at least up until 31 May, which is today. And I'm going to say right now, whether this holds up to be true or not, you've got very little to lose by joining the Firearms Policy Coalition today, right? No later than today. If you've already done it previously, great, good on you. So why do I say you've got nothing to lose? If this holds, it's a win, right? It's a big FU to the ATF, and Firearms Policy Coalition members nationwide will be covered in this, at least until the final ruling of the lawsuit comes out. But even if it turns out that all members aren't covered, or there's dates, depending on your membership date and all that, doesn't matter, because the real deal here is FPC is taking the fight to the boot thug enemy. They're fighting the fight for us. And how many times have I said it? Support who supports you. So regardless, I encourage you, even if you don't have a brace firearm, if you're a pro 2A guy or gal, join the FPC. Give them some of your money, let them continue to fight, because even if it's not the brace rule today, it's going to be another rule tomorrow that the ATF is going to come after. And eventually, if they haven't already, they're going to come after something that's important to you. So I say you've got nothing to lose. Now, I hate to do this, I'm going to read a little bit off FPC's Facebook page just to give you an idea how passionate they are about this subject. Give me a second while I pull my Facebook up here, or I should Firearms Policy Coalition's Facebook up here. Okay. So, first of all, here's the first post. If you go to their Facebook page, and please do check them out, Firearms Policy Coalition. Their most recent post 2 hours ago is, quote, "There is no better way to tell the ATF jackboots to fuck off than by joining the FPC grassroots army at joinfpc.org. I'm going to put a link in the comments or even in the post itself to where you can go to join. And then I'm going to come down here, scroll it a little further, and I'm going to read something fairly lengthy, and I'm not going to try to explain it or anything. Please go check out their Facebook page and see. Las Vegas, Nevada, May 30th, 2023. Today, Firearms Policy Coalition issued a statement regarding membership. On Sunday, May 28, 2023, the Board of Directors of Firearms Policy Coalition made a number of formal changes to the membership structure of the organization. First, the board granted an individual membership to all individual monetary donors of FPC who have supported FPC's activities through financial contributions of $20 or more from June 1st, 22 through May 31st, 2023. That's today. So $20 is all it takes. That's nothing. Those members will have an effective date of June 1st, 2022 and an expiration date of 31 December 2023 unless the individual member renews the granted membership on or before. This granted membership will ensure that all individuals who supported the work of the organization in a period with a financial contribution of $20 or more are officially recognized by FPC as an individual member, which means you'd be covered by that injunction. FPC will update its membership records accordingly, and I'm not going to read all the rest of it, but there's the gist of it. Click on the link, join today, and please share this video far and wide ASAP. We've got to get the word out. This is the final hour, bottom of the ninth, bases are loaded, and let's knock this one out of the park. Let's stick a finger in the eye of the ATF and send a message that we're fed up with this. And even if, like I said, even if somehow the courts come back and say the Firearms Policy Coalition members that weren't previously members or whatever are not included, even if that happens, the worst that's happened is you've donated $20, and if, by all means, if you can donate 30, do that, because the money's going to good use. But even at the worst case, we're supporting who supports us. Shucks, I probably should say something else on it. I don't know what, but I want to get this video out. I want to keep it short. If you've got any questions, drop them below. Get in the fight with me. Get in the fight with the rest of the patriots out there. And I'll close it with this. This is my new motto, as you may remember. We, me and you, are the militia.